My sister reminded me something a few weeks ago when we were talking about me rolling this all out on YouTube. Um, and a lot of people don't know this, but I am a high school dropout. And when I started in the mortgage business, I did not know how to use a fax machine, which a bunch of you kids probably don't even know what one is. And I also didn't know how to use a computer. I didn't even know where the escape key was on the computer. The first job I got that I had to use the computer when the lady was training me. That's how technologically challenged I am and how much I plan to learn as I go, and hopefully you'll follow me even though I might have some rough videos. Or I guess I should say video skills and also talking to the camera. So if you know me, you know that I've tried a couple different times to do random things like blogging or vlogging. And in 2017, I rolled out the Gigi disorder, and it does still have its own channel on YouTube, but I did not continue because at the time I felt like a fraud because a lot of things blew up in work and in my personal life that I felt I didn't know how to handle, and so I didn't have the right to tell you guys, hey, I'm cured, hey, follow me, hey, I've got all the answers. And the truth is, I can't tell you that anyway. And I didn't really understand that because I'm used to leading people. And the thing is with mental health is that you have to want it and you actually have to do the steps yourself. Unfortunately, I thought I could just give you this roadmap and we would go along that road together and it would just be so easy. And you wouldn't have to go through any of the shit I had to go through and I could save the world. Forever the optimist, even in spite of my crazy life. I can't work out for you mentally any more than I can do your physical workouts for you. But I can walk along with you. I can help you get there. I can help you find your resources. I can help you find mental health resources. I can help you find your spiritual resources. And I feel very driven for that to evolve into groups. But at present, I can walk with you one-on-one. I can do card readings for you. Those are the things that I use to become well. Clearly, I'm not perfect, and I'm so sorry to be the one to break it to you, but your magic pill is not going to do the trick. It is mind, body, spirit, and we often need guides. Just don't feel that anyone else has your best interest at heart. It's about you finding your best interest. One thing I want to accomplish in my, I don't know, call it a mission, call it my job, call it the rest of my life, is to teach people that you're not alone and that there's no face for suicide or mental health. It's all of us. We all can sustain trauma. We all can have a wire in our heads misfire. None of us is alone. I think I've told you this before. It may not be the people that you want to care, that care about you, or that can get you out of your dark hole, but we do exist. There are so many resources, and sometimes you got to get creative. Do not take the word of one person. If you have one person who sets you off emotionally and they're supposed to be a trusted guide, don't think that's the end of it. There are so many different options, and that's my goal, is to get people moving, because if your body's not well, your mind is not well. And out in nature, because it brings our spirit. This is so peaceful. I'm the only person out here, of course, because I came here so I wouldn't get shot. But There's something about going back to our source and realizing that we are just this tiny little creature in this great big giant universe. And no matter what you see on Facebook, everybody's fighting some kind of fight. And if they're not today, they very well could be eventually. And maybe you being well, the day your closest ally ends up fighting their first battle, means you get to save their life. This is not a destination. I kind of thought it was. I really did. Oh, I'm just going to wake up happy one day and it's all going to be good. Do, and then I'm going to shout to the rooftops. I have all the answers and none of us have to die. And that is not the case. I mean, it is the case. There are oodles of answers. None of us has to die. But there is a lot of work that may have to go into that, depending on your situation. Fuck you, C-PTSD. Like today, there's not even a good reason for it. In DBT, they have a thing, behavioral chain analysis. And I've been trying to figure out why, what, when, what triggered me being like this instead of just normal. Of course, I'm never normal. And I don't even, my brain just feels like it's going to explode. But this right here, this, walking, thinking, talking, listening to music, meditating in the morning, getting my vitamin D from the outside and from these types of surroundings. This is how I've saved my body. Well, I won't say I saved my body, but I've made my body tremendously better. I mean, astronomically better than it was 5 months ago. I felt kind of like with the Gigi disorder when I decided to go to the hospital, like maybe I had failed or I was a fraud. But what I realized is that is progress. I've never done it in my whole life. I've never picked up phones and told people I was feeling bad. I've never asked people for help. I've just either fought it to win it or fought it and ended it or tried to end it. And bringing my spirit back, finding my spirit out in nature is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I'm broke. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do in that regard, but I just keep following the fact that nothing else could happen until I was physically and mentally capable of consistency in my life. I was working to die, and I had been for a very long time. I want you out here with me. I'd give it away for free if I could. I really would. But if you're afraid, what I've learned or what in my research, I've been told that, people with anxiety don't really want to start out in a group. And I think that I didn't really grasp that concept because, again, I had the magic answers. And so I will come to you. Where I am is just a random place not too far from my house. And there are hundreds of these in St. Louis. You can download an app called All Trails, and you can find trails. When I started out, I had to be easy, and I'm talking flat easy. And if I walk with you, we're going to go at whatever pace you need. And I guarantee I can find a place convenient to you to drag you out of the house in the St. Louis metropolitan area and get you some nature's medicine going on. I know I can. St. Charles, St. Louis, we've got so many parks, so much nature available to us. We're really lucky here. And hell, at the end of the day, If nobody wants to walk with me here and you want to fly me to your location, I'll walk with you in another state. You just have to Google where are the places I can walk. And it's the easiest exercise you can do. And it's mind, body, spirit when you're doing it out here like this. That is my favorite sound in the whole wide world. I'm gonna go see if I can sit on that tree without killing myself. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ugh. How does this not entice you to want to walk in nature?